So in this video, I want to talk about how to choose the best business name for your tree service business. If you're just starting out, especially, but also if you're established and you have a business name that isn't very well suited for ranking well on Google and you're considering changing it, I can give you some good tips what you should take into consideration. So let's dive straight in. Two important things that you should know right off the bat is the first one is the business name, or rather keywords in your business name on Google Maps, are the second biggest ranking factor out of all the 150 ranking factors that there are, based on the local Finder ranking factors report conducted by Whitespark in 2023, which to my knowledge is still the most up-to-date and best resource when it comes to all the different ranking factors for the Google Maps listing, aka Google Business Profile. So keywords in the GBP business style here is really the biggest thing that you can influence, and it's going to have the biggest effect on rankings. And secondly, what you should never do is stuff your business name with keywords. That is, in fact, something that can get your listing suspended. In fact, here we have a good example: Affordable Tree Service Inc., Tree Service in Miami. We don't know, I don't want to call them out or anything, so this is completely random. But if Tree Service Miami is not part of their legitimate business name, then they are running the risk of just getting suspended if someone reports them, one of their competitors, or just a customer, and that is not part of their actual business name. Now, it very well could be, in which case, no problem. But if it isn't, they run the risk of getting the listing suspended in the worst case. Google might also just ask them to change it back to their actual business name, but don't ever do that. I see that oftentimes where people stuff their business name and then and things like that happen. And also, if you have competitors that do that, you can actually report them. I will make a video very soon where I will tell you how to report competitors that are using illegitimate practices like that. And that is, in fact, also something that you should do, which is actually number 5 here on the list: removal of spam listings through spam fighting is something that experts here recommend that you do in order to rank better on Google Maps yourself, because we all want to have quality results when we look on Google Maps. So with that said, with these two important points out of the way, let's look at some examples. So here I search for Tree Service Miami, and it is not by chance that this business here is coming up as number 1, because it has Tree Service Miami literally in the business name. So Google thinks, oh, that's 100% relevancy. I'm going to give you that result number 1. It makes total sense. And that's basically how it works. If I were to search for tree trimming Miami, and there was a business that had that exact keyword phrase in their business name, they would be showing up even if they had just 5 or 10 reviews. I'm pretty certain that would be the case. In fact, I have an example to prove that point here. I was searching for tree trimming Dallas, and we have some really strong listings here, like JP Tree Services, 239 reviews. Then we have this one with over 1,000 reviews. And then number three, we have one with just 58 reviews. But in their business name is Dallas Tree Trimming and Removal Service. And they made a very smart decision with their business name, because they saw everybody else, their business name is something that includes the word tree service. So why not differentiate ourselves by choosing a business name that includes other valuable keywords and also location identifier, Dallas. So whenever someone is searching for tree services in Dallas, or specifically tree trimming and removal service, they're very likely to come up, and I bet they get a ton of leads just merely from that name, business name choice. Very smart decision. I'm not saying that that's the best business name decision ever. If you have a business that's like Tree Experts or Arborist, like Arborist Chicago, that's also still good. I would say what's less than ideal is if you do something like this here. ArborCare Inc. is still kind of okay, but they're certainly not getting a lot of leads. Not the best business name choice. And then this one right here, also in Miami, Leaf Garden Concepts. Like, Google can really grasp that this business offers tree service. Well, Google knows, but if someone searches for tree service, you see how far down this is. I'm at the very bottom of the list here, and there's tons and tons of other businesses above, and they have 99 reviews, but they're showing this low because Google just gives people what's more relevant. And if there's many businesses that have the word tree service in them, and this one doesn't, I mean, let's look where this one is located. So it is not Miami Center, right? But I'm pretty sure they'd be able to rank higher even for Miami with a different business name. I think they have a lovely business name. Don't get me wrong, but just in terms of rankings, if they are purely a tree service, then that wasn't the smartest business name choice. Should they change it? Probably not. Their customers know them. It's probably working for them. If they wanted to, what could they do? You can simply do a DBA, file a DBA, doing business as, change your business name. You don't have to change your LLC. Just change the name that you're operating under. And I think costs $25 at least in Florida or something along those lines. And it's pretty simple. And then you change. Now, still, before you do that, I recommend that you consult with an expert because it is a pretty big decision and includes a rebrand. You also need to change the name on your truck. Before you submit the new business name to Google, then you should really know what kind of documentation you need to provide, because Google's going to ask you to possibly re-verify your listing, and then you're going to have the branding accordingly on your truck. And if you have, then other things come into play. Like maybe you have, I don't even want to go that far here in this video, but before you do that, just be advised to consult with an expert. You can reach out to us. You can reach out to other experts like Luc Duran from Ranking Academy. I can really recommend him, for example. I'm not getting anything to recommend him. I just think he's great. Because that's a really big decision. Or you could also reach out to not sure if they'd be able to advise with that, but with the Google Small Business Advisors, as also if you have any issues with your Maps listing, like it's suspended, then I always recommend to reach out to these guys, and they should be able to help you with any issues like that. So that's really it for how to choose the best possible business name for your tree service, especially if you're starting out, but also if you haven't already. If you have any questions about this, then just drop me a comment here, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. Or also like this video if you found this helpful, and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos like this. And then I see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.